Hello, today we're going to be making chocolate strawberries. Don't forget to like and subscribe, so let's get started. Right, so the first thing we're going to need is a baking tray. Any baking tray is fine, and some paper to make sure the strawberries don't stick. We can use parchment paper or we can use some wax paper. Today I'm going to be using the parchment paper because I have a little bit more of that in the kitchen. And then you need your chocolate. I'm going to be using the Baker's dipping chocolate. This is the milk chocolate variety. They also do a dark chocolate, but I like these because they're only about $2.39 in Walmart, about $1 more in the regular grocery store, but they taste really good. And then I'm going to use the Ghirardelli white melting wafers. I try and get these when I can find them. Otherwise I just use white chocolate bar, but these are really good because they melt really quickly in the microwave. And then strawberries, just want to make sure they're nice and ripe. Okay, so I'm going to start with the chocolate. I'm going to take off the inside and put it in the microwave for about a minute, and then we're going to do 30-minute increments after that. The only thing you want to make sure is that your chocolate does not burn. Otherwise, if it burns, you can't do anything with it and you've got to start all over again. So you've got your chocolate looking nice and smooth. Give it a good stir, make sure it looks nice and shiny. You'll know if it's burnt because you'll smell it. Get rid of the spoon, and we're going to start dipping the strawberries. So get hold of the tops, make sure that they're not getting into the chocolate. Give the biggest strawberries first, dip those first. That's it. Get hold of the stems, make sure that none of that's getting into the chocolate, and put them on the tray. Nice thing about these is you can do them the day before. If you're going to a party or something, you can prepare them the day before, take them to the party, or even if you've got like a little family function or something like that, these always go down great. That's it, put it onto the tray. Okay, so let's try and speed this up a little bit. Okay, finishing off the chocolate, we're going to put these into the fridge for about 10 minutes just until the milk chocolate has set. In they go. Here they are, looking pretty good, nice and shiny. We're going to melt the white chocolate now. So we can use either a gallon bag or we can use one of these little sandwich bags. You can always use a pastry bag if you don't have one of these. I like to use these little sandwich bags because it's easy clean up just to put the white chocolate into. I've got the white chocolate here. The pot's kind of warm, so that's melting the rest of the chocolate quite nicely. You can see it's got a nice shine to it. You'd smell it if it was burnt, so this definitely isn't burnt. Looks nice, consistency. Wafers like make everything so much easier. Okay, so we're going to get our little bag and we're going to put the white chocolate now into the bag. Move the strawberries out the way so you don't get white chocolate on those too early. Start putting it into the bag. I don't like to put too much white chocolate onto the strawberries. I like it to look professional instead of just drenched in white. So if I've got some left over, I usually put the white chocolate in the cupboard for about a week, not more than a week really. Just make sure that I can use it again, so don't waste it. Okay, now we want to make sure that all the air is out of the bag so that we don't get any bubbles in our white chocolate. So just give it a little squeeze at the top and then close it off, twist it around, and we're going to cut it off with a pair of scissors. We do not want the hole to be too big or too small. We can always go bigger, but we can't go smaller. So we want to make sure that we be very careful with the snip. There we go, and we're going to start going back and forth over the strawberries. You can go as much or a little as you like to. I like to do about this amount because I think this looks kind of on the professional side. Okay, back and forth. Now you can use these, do them the day before, and then you can either leave them on the plate or you can put them on a tray, it's up to you, and then you can take them to a party the next day if you want to. I wouldn't say to use these more than 2 days in advance, otherwise they're going to probably get a little bit soggy. But I'm going to pop these into the fridge now for about 10 minutes. Make sure they're nice and hard. Okay, so you want a nice little tray, nice little plate, get a little bit of paper. I've cut down a little bit of parchment paper, make sure the strawberries don't stick. And you're going to pick up your strawberries, and now you're going to start taking the ends off. You want to make sure that the ends come off, because then it looks a little bit more professional. So when people pick them up, they think that you've been to probably Godiva or a nice chocolate shop on the way. Pick these up for $5 each, but nope. You've made them for a fraction of the price. There we go. Make sure that it look nice and professional. Take the ends off. And there we have it. Nice plate of chocolate strawberries for pennies on the dollar. Everyone's going to love these.